is the only resurrection in history that has ever affected all of humanity. The resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ in the first century AD. Family, this ain't just biblical history, or this ain't just some empty platitude or sermon. Understand me very carefully, for everyone under the sound of my voice who is a Christian. Without the resurrection, there is no Christianity. Okay, let's be honest for just a moment. The resurrection of Christ is the foundation of all Christian theology. Without the resurrection, there is no Christianity. Without the resurrection, all of these scriptures are in vain. Without the resurrection, Paul says, you and I have believed in vain. If Christ is not raised, all of this means nothing. If Christ is not raised, our gatherings mean nothing. If Christ is not raised, our podcasts and conferences and books mean nothing. If Christ is not raised, I am wasting my time proclaiming the gospel to you. If Christ is not raised, then Jesus is no different than other progenitors of world religions who came, lived, died, and are still dead. The foundation of all Christian theology is not just these 66 books only. Family, these 66 ancient documents would mean nothing if Christ is not raised. The resurrection of Christ is the capstone of the single most important event in human history. There is nothing that has happened in human history more important than the resurrection of Christ. For if Christ is not raised, Paul said, we are amongst most people, all people, most miserable. That is, we would have lived this life, we would have attended gatherings, we would have sacrificed, we would have gave offerings, we would have lived sacrificially and labored all of that, only to die for a lie. If Christ is not raised, there is no gospel proclamation. The songs we just sung are empty.